Man, when the karma gods just swoop in and take control, it is a beautiful day, y'all. If you haven't heard by now, Fresh and Fit, Fresh and Fried, Ren and Stimpy, the corniest dudes on the YouTube channels of all time have officially been demonetized, okay? And normally, let me say this, you guys, I normally don't want to bask in the glory of the downfall of other people, but when I tell you that these two individuals are demoralizing, disgusting, self-hating, they're deplorable, disgusting human beings, all the adjectives that can go on to explain the type of individuals that these two are. I could go on and on and on, you guys, but I am having a very, very wonderful day today because a few days ago, Fresh and Fit is officially demonetized. I have been waiting for this to happen for a long time. Let me tell you guys why, okay? If you don't know who Fresh and Fit are, they're two guys in this red pill Manosphere community who took the clout off of Kevin Samuels, ran with it, and started spewing hate amongst black women, amongst other races. I mean, literally anything outside of white. They hated, they threw hate on Jewish people, Asian people, Hispanic people, and completely vilified and put down women, specifically black women. So as a black woman, as a very proud black woman who's very comfortable in her skin, knows she's fine, knows she's educated, knows she's a kind person, it was particularly not offensive to me because I already know what time it is. I know what type of individuals. I know that they were, they pick apart the weakest, quote unquote, type of person, the person who's already the type of person and human being that's already beat up on, black women. We catch the brunt of the abuse from everybody, from men, from other races of women, even from black women alike. You pick apart the person who you deem the weakest and make a mockery of them. And that is exactly what Fresh and Fit has been doing for the last 3 years. Okay. And I was just wondering, like, damn, YouTube, when are you guys going to take a stand? I understand free speech. There's this argument going on that regardless of the fact if you like what someone's saying or not, they should have the opportunity to have free speech and express themselves however they would like to do it, right? That is the argument. But just because you can say it, does that make it okay? Because free speech is okay, is it okay to get online and speak ill about Jewish people or Asian people or, to perpetuate hate? And this is exactly the type of stuff that the MAGA movement has done to bring this country to a place where, we're clawing at, they don't want to see any type of integration of a melting pot of the people, right? Being equally on an equal footing. That is what the MAGA movement is afraid of. They're afraid that the current majority is going to become the minority at some point, and they don't like that because they see the way that minorities are treated. So, they want to keep control. And that same type of vitriol and that same type of disgusting behavior that has been displayed throughout the last, since 2016 when Trump came into office the first time, that is the type of stuff that Fresh and Fit runs with. Like I said, specifically though, with downing women. And it's not even just black women. We catch a lot of it, but they just don't like women. They feel like women are just there to serve their needs. Women are a dime a dozen. What is it that you're doing for me? We should be subservient. We should be all of these things to meet the needs of the man. And that's really, and then they take that and they honestly target vulnerable men who are sloppy, fat, out of shape, in a bad place in their lives, that are looking for someone to be their hero. They prey on those type of men and they have run with it. And it's worked for them, right? I mean, it's actually worked. A lot of people can't stand Fresh and Fit, but I feel like equally the amount of people who don't see it for Fresh and Fit. They have this really niche audience who loves them and look at them as gods. And it's just like, what? First of all, let's talk about, I gotta be careful with what I say in this video, but let's just talk about looks, right? First of all, Fresh looks like a 75-year-old man in the face, and he's like 20, in his late 20s, okay? Like, you're really not that fresh. You know, you're out here fronting. The type of women that you're with are real whack, you know, and I don't want to sound like a hater, because it's like, do you, boo? Get it how you can get it. But it's like, black women would never date you, and I think that's really why you're upset. That's just what it is. We don't see it for you. You're a cornball. You're always going to be corny. You're always going to be that guy that's really corny that has to buy love. That's Fresh. Fit, the Myron, he's actually the most problematic one. An ex-HSI, Homeland Security Investigations Special Agent. I'm very familiar with that realm of work. I won't even get into it, but I'm very familiar with federal law enforcement. So it's actually deplorable to see the background that Myron has come from to what he's doing now. I know his comrades that are in HSI are looking at him like he is a whole clown. The type of security clearance that he had, I can't believe there hasn't been some type of lawsuit against Myron based off of that. Based on, you know, and it's a lot of his videos, he talks about things and investigations he's done that he has no business talking about that. Again, I'm very familiar with HSI, and I know that he should not be speaking on a lot of the things that he talks about in his past employment. I can't believe that Homeland Security, DHS, hasn't gotten him just based off of the things that he talks about. I can't believe people haven't reported him, because there's a certain level that he's been entrusted with when he was sworn in as a special agent, and for him to behave this way is just nuts. And it doesn't mean that just because you leave the federal government and you leave DHS that you can just be out here wild and talking crazy in the manner that you are talking. I just cannot even believe it. So, but he hates being black, just like Fresh does. He hates that he's black. He puts whiteness on a pedestal and completely demoralizes anything black, period. He doesn't date black women, which is fine. I don't have a problem with you having that preference, but you ain't got to dog us out in the midst of it. Because quiet as it's kept, we wouldn't date you either. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not swaggy enough, man. Like, you are so corny. Strip away this money. It's like you have nothing. You're not intelligent. The type of women, and their argument has been, well, we know women because we speak to thousands of women, you know, weekly or whatever they say. Look at the women that you bring on there. You don't bring any type of women of substance on there. I would dog you guys if I came on your show based on facts and figures, okay? The type of women that you come on don't have no education. These are the lower bottom of the barrel chicks that you found in Miami. Let's just be honest. But the fact of it is, I'm gonna just kind of like tie this up in a nice pretty bow. They're not good people. And, you know, I really pride myself on trying to not be judgy. I don't want to bask again in, you know, the downfall of people, right? And I do believe that people can change, but these are people who are so disgusting for the community, any community. They are pulling people apart, and I'm all about bringing people together, baby. I want people to come together and be beautiful, hand in hand, getting along and changing communities in a positive way. Again, I like humor. I love to laugh. A lot of what I talk about is based on humor and laughing, but I'm never going to be disrespectful to another person and just bring them down. And that is what their whole fan base, what their whole platform is based on. And they say, oh, we're uplifting men. We change credit scores and we help men find financial stability. And I had a man that called in and said, my wife made me a sandwich the other day. You get the F out of here. Like we have stopped people from self-deleting. That's the type of things we do. Get out of here, man. You might have one or two people that have had a positive outcome out of the type of content that you provide to YouTube and to the world. You are disgusting, and people like you need to be taken down. Okay? It's great to provide commentary and all of those things. That's fine, but there's a tasteful way to do everything. And I'm not trying to control the way that people run their platforms, but enough is enough. Not to mention all the copyright, the fraudulent copyright strikes you put across people's platforms for years and got in trouble for that. And then in the midst of that, I want to say verbatim, said there are consequences for the things that you do. You said that to the people that you put these fraudulent copyright strikes against. The lead attorney, Abba and Preach, the list goes on. All right, I'm back. Like I said, you guys did that. You guys did all of that craziness, okay? So it's just like poetic justice to see your exact words now have come back to bite you and haunt you. You're right, there are consequences. It's true, there are consequences for your actions. And when you spew hate and you have on hooded, y'all know what I'm talking about. The hooded things, making fun of Abba and Preach, making fun of black people, allowing white people to say the N-word with the hard ER at the end and being okay with it. Like, you're perpetuating this complete disgusting nastiness, and you've been doing it for years. And I'm excited about it. And I hope that YouTube never monetizes you again. And you've been talking about, we're going to go to Rumble. I don't know anything about the Rumble platform, so I won't even speak on that. But you guys are saying that that's where you're now going to go and move all your disgustingness over there. Goodbye. Good riddance. From what I understand, Rumble is more of a right-wing leaning platform, and that's fine. Again, if that's the type of platform that it is, I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm not supporting any type of platforms that assist in spewing the hate. The Twitters, like I won't be doing anything over there. I won't be bringing any content to a platform like that. And it's not about being liberal or whatever, because it's fine to be more conservative. It's fine to be moderate. Like, it's fine, but be fair in the way that you think. Okay, if you're more conservative in your thinking, that's fine. But it becomes problematic when it's at the detriment of another group of people. You can be, if you want to be conservative in a way where it's inclusionary. Okay, that's my whole thing. I'm all about inclusion around, gender, races, everything. Everybody should be treated fairly. And as a black woman, that is important to me, because we have been at the bottom of the barrel and treated terribly for years, when we are usually the main people in the front lines making sure that we fight for equality for everybody. It just doesn't make sense. So to see platforms like Fresh and Fit down us when we are fighting hard for people that look like you, it doesn't make any sense. So in closing, this is clearly a cautionary tale, even to myself as a creator. Be careful with the type of content that you put out there, because it could come and bite you in the ass, and that's just what it is. Try to practice being kind to people, and when you are making content that is racist, that is sexist, that is homophobic, it's not okay. It's just not. And regardless of, whether you're here for comedy, makeup, whatever, we need to be careful. Jesus, that siren. Sorry, y'all. I live in a metropolitan city, and there's always ambulances going by, so I'm sorry. But like I said, when you live, not where you live, when you are making this type of content, again, there's just consequences for what you do. YouTube is a beautiful company who provides lots of opportunities to creators to share their gifts or their opinions with the world. And I'm not going to down people that are doing that. I'm here and I love talking to you guys and engaging with you guys, but I mean, you know, I may have strong opinions about people, you know, but my opinions that tend to be strong are usually about people who are not being fair or not being inclusionary, or people that might be fraud. You know, I'm not a big Derrick Jackson fan, but it's because he has put out an image to the world and he's not living by that. And I'm gonna call it out, and that's what I do, you know, with my content, along with, you know, I love reality TV and different things, but you know, I like talking about real life topics. And Fresh and Fit, y'all just misstepped. And again, karma is real, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Y'all have a good day. Talk to y'all later.